Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005.
Yes, and before we begin today, just wanted to talk up my new defensive system a little bit and just kind of point out some successes and one of the reasons why I'm so far pretty pleased with the way that this has worked out.
Well, you seem to have discovered something new here with a three-man rush.
Yes, and so what you'll notice is that I've got the defensive lineman in an odd position, and people who've watched the first couple of games this season for us will have seen this as well.
Yep.
So those two guys that are off the line a little bit are both of the defensive ends. And the guy with the green dot who I'm controlling is actually the defensive tackle.
Yep.
And that fellow Williams would actually probably be either second or third string defensive tackle on the Crusaders team, because Roble and Pete are both better players than he is.
Yeah, we worked real hard on Pete too to get him up to par.
But on this team, he happens to be number one defensive tackle.
Yep.
And of course, this is the 3-3 nickel version of this formation. I also have a four-man line, but you can see that the guy on the left there is actually a linebacker because of his upright position, right?
Yep.
So basically what's going to happen here is when the offense snaps the ball, well, Thomas there, he's going to rush wide around the left side of the offensive line. And the linebacker on the other side is going to rush wide around as well. And I'm also going to rush wide. So there's basically nobody coming up the middle.
Oh, okay.
And I made a discovery, and the discovery I made is that if you have a pass rush following this particular pattern, the center of the offensive line doesn't seem to know what to do.
Huh.
They more or less, like if we run this, like you'll see, you've got the two linebackers really wide.
Yep, really wide.
And like I'm actually engaging the tackle here on the right side, and the guard is kind of looking at me, but look at the other offensive lineman there, number 74, who I believe is the center.
He's staring at these guys.
Yeah, he's just kind of looking up the field and staring into space, and it looks like my pass rushing linebacker over on the left side has attracted the attention of those two remaining offensive linemen.
Yep.
But anyway, I also wanted to talk this one up a little bit because I almost looked like you.
Oh, really?
This play. Yeah, because you have a very good technique for playing defensive line.
Yep.
And this was actually probably one of the best plays that I ever made as defensive, controlling a defensive lineman. So if we follow along here now with this big, wide, looping pass rush on the outside, and here I go, I engage the right tackle, and then I make the nice rip move there and slide off.
Nice.
And the right guard moves over to try and pick me up. And I've got a bit of a head of steam up, so I just bowl him over, and then I sack the quarterback.
Very nice.
And of course, Snyder there, the left outside linebacker, well, the halfback tried to cut block him.
Yep.
And he managed to, he's fairly nimble, and he managed to jump over the cut block, kind of. So even if I don't get there, well, Snyder's not far behind.
But it's good to have contingency plans. It's good to double your odds of getting a sack.
Well, to tell you the truth, the whole principle of behind this defensive method is not really defensive pressure anyway. What I'm doing is I'm playing a man-under scheme with two deep safeties playing very far off the line of scrimmage. So if we look at where everybody's going here, from back here, you'll see that everybody except the halfback are covered man-to-man, actually, because this is a 4-man-to-man, and the two defensive ends in the middle of the formation there are playing hook zones.
Yep.
Which actually works quite nicely to take away those short passes over the middle.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah. And the two safeties, of course, are playing deep zones, and I also back everybody up, so I'm playing a big cushion as well.
Yep. And then you've even got a man coverage guy on the tight end here.
That's right. So all of the receivers who are up on the line of scrimmage are covered. And that's just a happy coincidence. It's just because the way that the offense lined up. Sometimes you'll end up with a tight end not covered and the halfback covered or something like that when you play 4 man-to-man.
Yeah, that's usually how 4 man-to-man works.
But that's why I play a lot of mixed coverages, though. Like I'll play a mixed man zone, and I'll have at least 2 short zone defenders in addition to the 4 man-to-man.
Yeah.
And I'll usually only bring 3 or possibly 4.
Yeah.
Right? And very rarely I'll actually blitz with 5 or even 6, but not very often. So anyway, if you look at where all the receivers are, by the time the pressure gets to the quarterback here, well, you know what? Everybody is very well covered. I mean, even that guy over there with the one-on-one coverage near the sideline.
It's pretty hard to fit that in between
if you try to throw those kinds of out patterns,
you throw them out of bounds more often than not.
Or you'll throw an interception, right? Because he'll try to throw the ball and keep it in play, and then the cornerback will jump on that.
Yep.
And if you look at everybody else, well, you've got a guy running it in underneath there, and of course there's no way that he's ever going to come open. And you've got another receiver running a little bit deeper route going back here this way, but he's well covered by his man, and there is a safety over top. And the same with the guy running the post in the middle, right?
Yep.
You know, he's beaten the man who was covering him underneath, but the safety was over there anyway.
Yep.
And that's why you play 2 deep zone with the safeties really deep. Because you don't want any of those receivers getting behind you.
Yep.
And this time around, I happened to get a couple of good moves with the defensive tackle there and managed to get in there and sack the quarterback.
But lots of times you'll just get that linebacker pressure in a hurry anyways.
Yeah, but also though, this sack was also largely due to the coverage because the guy didn't have an open receiver to throw the ball to, right?
That's right, yep.
And I know sometimes these quarterbacks will, controlled by the AI, will try to force the ball in.
The only one he could have tried to force, I think, would have been this one. Yeah. But even then, that's dangerous because this guy's there, and then this safety will move up and deliver the hit.
Exactly. So there isn't really anybody open, right?
Yeah.
So that's what my new method is, kind of, is that I'm just trying to cover the receivers as well as I can and hopefully not allow any deep plays.
I think it'll work.
Well, I haven't given up a big play yet in the first 2 regular season games since I started using this method. So anyway, I guess we'll move on to the game, but I just wanted to show that off a little bit and give myself a little pat on the back.
All right. And we're back with Crusaders franchise year 4, week 3.
Yes. And in week 2, of course, we blew out the Memphis Big Men 42-7. And we're actually having a rather odd thing going on here because offensively, you have amassed more rushing yards than passing yards so far in the first 2 games.
Which is good because bad things happen when you go to the air.
But you have yet to score a rushing touchdown, which is really weird.
It's because they line up in that goal line offense.
Yeah.
Or that goal line defense.
But on Monday night, Bo Jenkins won the horse trailer player of the game.
God.
And our rookie halfback, Derek White, got 3 receiving touchdowns.
Yep.
So he's got 5 touchdown catches in the first 2 games.
I guess that's just the way it's going, man.
And no rushing touchdowns.
So they don't cover him. It's not my fault.
So anyway, here we go. And our next opponent is the Denver Ponies. And
well, they've really beefed up their offense, haven't they?
Yeah, they beefed up their offense. Their defense doesn't really look like it's that great.
Yeah, it's actually worse than ours.
But what they're probably going to do, if past performance is any indication, is they will very likely crowd the line and try and, shut down your running game by playing an 11-man line a lot. Because in past experience, that's what they've done. That's how they play.
Yep.
And I don't really expect anything too terribly different this time. And of course, I'm still, tinkering and making fine-tuning adjustments here and there. But I think I've just about got what I want.
Nice.
For a defensive system here. So there you go. Weird that I would get that inspiration from a 1989 DOS-based football game, hey?
Hey man, DOS was good shit.
Yeah, and you could control individual players with that one with a mouse, right?
Just more difficult.
You'd basically go to a point on the field and click, and the player you could control was basically the ball carrier, right?
Yep.
I don't think you could actually control any players individually on defense. But the main attraction to that one was drawing your own plays and then programming the AI yourself.
Yep.
So that the team would call plays according to your coaching philosophy.
Yeah, well, I know I ended up drawing up some playbooks for your game there, and I kind of had a different philosophy for it than you did.
Yeah, oddly enough, you were a passing guy.
Yeah, oddly enough.
Whereas in that game, I tended to be more of a running guy.
It's just the way it works out, man.
Make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making. Think the guy's covered? It's both. He fires one in between two defenders for a touchdown.
Yep, that's totally what happens, Sean.
That's totally what happens,
yeah. And the way he fires it between two defenders looks kind of like this.
Yeah, where he reaches out at arm's length and hands the football to somebody.
That's right.
If the defense can actually shut him down, they have a few other options that can get it done as well.
Wow, look at that pile of guys down there jumping and yelling. You can tell they can't
There's
wait to
Earl
get out
Lewis.
there in the field.
Earl Lewis is probably the best player on that defense now. For sure. Especially since it appears that defense has slid a little bit, right?
Yep.
They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's...
Okay, well, I guess it's time to choose some audibles. Since I'm holding the controller, I'm going to choose my audibles first. I've pretty much come up with a system for that as well.
You finally got it all worked out, huh?
I do.
I wonder if I'll be able to run the ball against these guys today.
Well, like I said, I think that they have a tendency to crowd the line a lot.
Yep.
So, and actually, even though I'm not really a run guy, what I have discovered in past times playing games against them is that occasionally you can burn them when they crowd the line like that for a big gain on the ground too, because if you manage to make it past that first line of defense,
there's nobody else back there.
There's nobody back there, right?
Yeah, they basically need like 99 speed defensive back to try to drag you down from behind.
Yeah. So it's basically all or nothing. They're trying to crush you for a loss, and if they fail, they give up a big gain, right?
I think last game I ran for, what, 17 losses or something like that?
Yeah, you had 17 runs for a loss, and you still managed to amass something like 170 yards rushing, right?
Yeah, and I was disappointed at that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, well, the first two teams that we played, though, actually...
They were really hard on the run.
Yeah, we're very, very hard on the run. I mean, the big men didn't really play very well, and I think you actually got quite a bit of passing yardage against them, too. But,
it's like these guys have a couple speedy wide receivers for you to look out for.
Yeah, well, that's not going to change the way that I play, because I know I started off wanting to play aggressive and play press coverage and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? I still would do it if the safeties were smarter in their pursuit angles when against the run. And that's actually why I'm not doing that so much now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Earl Lewis there is the best player they have on defense.
Yeah.
The only other guy who's comparable is this corner.
Yeah. And I think we kind of illustrated that in a replay in last week's game, how the safeties, generally speaking, choose the wrong pursuit angle at first and then correct. And if you're playing press coverage and they're too close to the line, well, then they don't have enough time to correct and prevent a big play, right?
Yep.
But if you play them an extra 10 yards deep, well, then, when they screw up their pursuit angle, they still have enough time to correct and prevent an instant touchdown, although they will give up like a 12 or 14, 15-yard run, right?
Hand it off. Thomas stops him at the 27-yard line. Picked up about 6 yards that time.
And also runs like that, if the team is determined enough to keep running, are pretty common too, right?
Yep,
like
yep.
4, 5, 6 yards.
Gets the pass off. Pass is incomplete.
There's
There was
a lot
a
of
lot of
players
guys
in the
in
middle
there.
of the field there.
John, these two teams are very potent offenses. There should be a lot of
I'm
scoring
really,
today.
I'm really surprised that he tried throwing that. It's even here, 3rd down and 4, and I'm going to play everybody off, right?
Yep.
But that's because I'm basically playing like a 5-man line anyway.
Drops back.
Yeah, just with a couple of linebackers filling the role.
Yeah.
Behind the line for a loss of a couple.
It worked out real good there.
Well, screens don't work very well, particularly wide receiver screens. They don't work very well against man coverage, right? Because the receiver will stop at the line of scrimmage and turn around and wait for the pass, and the first thing the guy covering him does is move up and stand right behind him, right?
Yep.
So it's awfully hard to make any positive yards when the guy who's going to tackle you is standing right next to you when you catch the ball.
All right, let's see if they're going to give me some man coverage. No, they're going to give me a nickel defense.
Come out of the nickel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Might
they're
be
bringing,
okay.
there's one safety.
Number 88 in motion. To carry it. Can't bring him down.
Oh, it was just the angle I broke that tackle at, man.
Yeah, he bounced out of bounds.
Yeah, I actually tried to steer that back inbounds, but it's just the way I hit him. I couldn't get back in bounds.
There, that's one. Right? One 11-man line.
Yep.
It didn't take long. The second play of the game. Right?
In motion. Again with the carry. The back breaking free.
But this is what happens when you play that way. If you don't make a stop behind the line of scrimmage, you give up a big gain, right?
Yo, and I'm totally okay if they want to play that way. They can play that way all day long if they want. Or they could be sensible and bring out some zone defenses.
Well, it looks like maybe they're doing that now.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
And that is why we line up with this. And hopefully that linebacker doesn't shoot the gap.
Receives the handoff.
Well, you managed to outrun whoever that was.
Managed to power through Earl Lewis there, too.
Yeah. He's getting tired now, though.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you better give Pete some time, too, so he's not bitter. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, if you want to keep him for next season, then...
I think he's a good enough player, to be honest.
Yeah. I tend to run inside quite a bit, too, and a player like him is maybe more valuable for that kind of rushing attack.
Well, okay. I'll take that one. They can't all be winners, but that was okay. 4-yard gain, except we only got 3 yards on it.
Yeah, well, you know, they only gave you 3, even if you got 4, right?
Well, it is a home game, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's a safety.
Okay, Easley, I'm really trusting you here.
So they've got 10 men up on the line.
He'll get it again.
I got run down from behind.
Yeah.
Whoever that was came through almost instantly.
Yeah, well, they're overloading the offensive line, right? They've got more guys up at the line than you have blockers. And that's why sometimes they'll slip a guy through. See, they're bringing a safety up again.
Mills moves in motion.
That's okay, we've got this. Easy.
Lewis makes the play.
Yeah, you didn't run over Lewis that time.
No, but I was following my guard there, and he just like had nothing but open field in front of him, so.
They weren't in position to tackle him.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Inside enemy territory.
Yep, here comes the safety again.
Throwing on first down. It's rid of it.
Yeah, but they got nobody covering Marshall.
Yeah.
That's okay with me.
He was on the receiving end of that bullet.
Soft hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
They can convert for a first down by reaching the 2.
Well, so far they haven't put up much resistance yet.
Number 35 in motion. Handed it off to the back. Number 92 with the tackle at the 5-yard line. And a pickup of about 2. Five yards away from the end zone. Calling an audible now. Mills, the man in motion. Hand it off.
Well, that's a touchdown.
Yep, they're just too slow. There's a rushing touchdown for you.
Yeah, well, that's the drawback to the goal line defense, right? That guy that came free was a lineman, so he's not going to catch you, right?
Well, I also looked at the game, at the start of the game, through their defense, and their defensive tackles all have like 40 speed.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're going to be a threat to me, even if they do slip through, right? Unless they're like instantly through and in the quarterback's face.
Number 12 comes
I've got not a lot to fear from these guys. They just have a personnel deficiency.
Yeah, I think between 50 and 55 speed is quite adequate for a defensive tackle, but anything much below 50, and I mean, I think that a player like that's pretty much too slow to play almost any position,
They did a
right?
good job controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping their quarterback healthy and on his feet.
Although I guess the offensive linemen typically have speed
for
ratings of, like in the 40s, right?
Well, even then, I'd question their ability to play, really.
Well, almost all of them, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd question it because, look at all the drop blocks you get, right?
Yeah.
And you don't get those with somebody like Joe Winters very often.
They'll go from the I formation.
But he's probably one of the rare linemen that we have that has, decent speed and really good acceleration.
Hand off to the tailback. Jones records
Yeah, Danny Jones was like a heat-seeking missile there. Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, see, that's
He must have had man coverage on
that's
that
the
guy.
whole point, though, right? Is that you tie up the offensive line, and the one guy that escapes, well, Jones has already gone past him, so this guy doesn't matter now, right?
Yep.
And so there you go.
Let's get back
He's just out there running the fastest 10-yard sprint he can.
It's second down and 7 to go.
But again, though, I don't mind giving up 3 or 4 yards on a run play. Wowee, that was quick.
He was there for the pick, but he...
Who was that I was controlling there? Wow.
No, they don't have the best hands.
Because boy, oh boy, is he quick compared to any of the players that I've been playing with.
Oh, that's our defensive end.
That's our new defensive end. That's why he's fast. Wow.
Yeah, but he's also just like regular defensive end strength, right? Like he's got like mid-80s strength, I think.
Yeah.
He's just like a defensive end quality player. He just happens to be converted from linebacker, so he has a bit of extra speed too.
Yeah.
Williams back in the shotgun. Drops back, throwing.
Oh, hook out.
Behind, but caught. Number 20.
Ah, you gotta hate those. They're really only defendable by the curl flat zone.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you don't play a curl flat zone, there's really nothing you can do about them.
But the thing is, though, I'm not really going to play that way because that was not such a huge gain that I'm really very upset about it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, playing that way comes with other compromises.
Yeah, that's right. You can't cover everything, right? Oh, he missed.
Sometimes you can be a little over-aggressive.
Yeah, well, that's his thing, though, right? He's
Yeah, he's
fast,
a
but
rookie.
he's a rookie, and he needs to work on his tackling a little bit.
Ball carrier was able to cut back.
Because I burst into the backfield there, I thought I had something.
No, it seems like you're having a lot of fun playing that guy.
Yeah, he's fast. Wow.
The corners playing back.
Well, he'll be good at those coverage assignments, although
Yeah.
he can't catch, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Actually, he
Dropping
can.
back.
Can he?
He got an interception in the last game.
Oh, fuck.
Threw it a little too soon, and it missed the mark. The pass rush almost got to him.
Okay.
Never had a chance
Well,
to set his feet. I'll tell you one thing. This defensive coach sure has his defensive lineman pumped up.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Sherwood, the man in motion. pressure coming. Goes with a short pass to the right side. Swings it out to his running back.
No, that's Danny Jones making the stop.
Yeah, he actually traded coverages with the linebacker there, right? When they motioned the tight end over, because he started off covering the tight end.
Yep.
So I was just kind of thinking, you know what? They probably would have been better off leaving that tight end where he was and having Edwards cover the halfback, right?
Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one. Their last drive resulting in a touchdown, mainly because of their running game. Let's see if that's their focal point once again here.
Yeah, I decided it wasn't worth the risk to try and run that one back. There, that's 2, right? I'm just counting them here.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Looking for an option. Tossing it over the middle.
Ah, come on! What do you got to do?
I don't know.
I hate that so much. I swear it's a scripted thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's done just so that you can't beat them that way, right? Because they can't put fear the D on the box if you can throw long bombs like that all the time, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to throw long bombs like that all the time if they wouldn't line up that way all the time. Thanks, Parkman.
Yeah, somebody just forgot to block there.
You know what? We're just going to third down.
Just kick it away.
We should have got the big long bomb catch from Calvin Allen there, but we didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something that I noticed. It only works about 1 in every 4 tries, even if you execute the play the same way every time.
Yeah, and even if you get like a total coverage mismatch every time.
You don't get a consistent result from it, right?
I tried to disrupt that,
well,
so it would burn an extra clock second.
Well, that was a pretty good punt.
First and 10. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. They'll go from the I formation.
I mean, I guess I could have taken the curls there. The curls would have worked there, but it's like if you got the chance for the deep shot.
Edwards with the stop at the 16.
Oh yeah, you got to take those, right? You got to.
Yeah, that just about would have ended the game right there. With how these guys have been playing so far.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. And he hits his target. There's a flag.
Holding.
Oh, they were holding.
That's why that play worked so well.
Yeah.
Is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
Wow, they're like at their 8-yard line now, man.
Yes, they are.
That's brutal.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Sherwood in motion.
See, this is the same thing again, eh?
Yep. Oh, it's a fake toss.
Oh, he ran through a tackle, ran through another tackle. Boy, I don't think that should have got very far, but...
Well, on the bright side, at least they didn't give them the first down out of that. They got to run one more play, and because they're lining up in like a 4 receiver on the line set, you know it's going to be a pass.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. They give it to the halfback.
Oh, that's why we got safeties out there.
Yep.
Or linebacker safeties, 250-pound safeties.
Well, there's a reason why I play this way too, because actually play selection by the AI 9 times out of 10 in that situation they're going to pass.
Yeah.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Great move. The 40.
Wow, that's 3 broken tackles.
Up here. He's feeling it right now. Either that or he's numb all over.
Danny Jones is getting tired.
Yeah.
He's been making all the tackles.
He's been making a lot of tackles, yeah.
You just want to keep going for as long as you can.
He's like, why the hell can't any of you guys who weigh like 80 pounds more than me tackle this guy?
Yeah.
Only one man back. Another run. Edwards records the tackle.
Yeah, tackle. We'll put that one in quotes.
Yeah, okay,
Stamp it on a
well,
newspaper headline and call it a day.
yeah, well, you know what? He managed to stop the run. The thing is, though, you know what? I'm going to keep playing everybody off like this because
They have a good receiving core.
Well, the thing is, it
And
will.
they're very dangerous.
See how I had 3 defenders converge in there?
Yep.
Right? And if you play it any other way, there's nobody left there.
Yeah.
And he's got nobody between him and the goal line, right? So, more or less, I'm just playing prevent.
Well, and it'll take them forever to score this way, so...
He makes the play at the 33-yard line.
Well, we're almost at that point now where I can change tactics. Almost.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for the field to get short enough, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Williams with a man in motion.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen the AI run this much.
Well, I'm playing in nickel defense full time, for one thing. And they've been having a bit of success at it, even though they haven't gotten any big plays.
I mean, the AI never runs against my nickel defense. They only run against your nickel defense. I wish I could get them to run.
But the thing is, though, they could rack up 150 yards on the ground in this game. And that will result in, like, 2 touchdowns, maybe, right?
Yeah. It's a good way to play defense, is to force them to run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Frazier moves in motion. Tosses it out to the right.
But one of the things I can do now is I can play press coverage because they've gotten to the point now where I'm not really
In danger of getting outrun.
well, they're going to, if they score on me from here, they can either take another 3 plays to do it, or they can try and do it all at once, right?
Yep.
The play at the 29-yard line. And they were able to get to him before
Poor Danny Jones.
He's been busy in this game.
Once they figure out where the play is going, they do a
Hey,
great
Charlie
job
Clemens or
setting
Danny
their
Jones?
block. Then they have
Place your
to
bets.
get to a ball carrier.
Actually, you know what? Player in his equivalent position on our Lifers team, Grant Brown,
Yep.
actually, in the game I played earlier today, got 8 tackles.
Nice.
And he led the team. Well, see, and this is what usually happens, right? Eventually these guys fizzle out, right? And I tend to not give up too many touchdowns, although I do give up quite a few field goals, right?
Yeah. Well, they lost their momentum in between the transition between quarters.
Yeah.
And so that kick is good.
He's one of those guys who
So
really
basically
works
it's
hard
just
and
a question of patience, right?
when you make a kick like this one.
And I'm not trying to stop them dead for a no gain or a loss or whatever, right? I'm just trying to
From the 14-yard line.
put up some resistance just so that they don't get any easy, cheesy big plays, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Punt on their last possession. So they have
All right. Look at them. They're beating me in fucking rushing yardage. This
Yep.
is unacceptable. We have to do something to remedy this.
Well, they won't be able to keep this up though, right?
changing the play now. Hand off to the tailback. Number 57 takes him down.
And that is why you do that. To deal with the space backer.
Yeah, well, so long as he takes an outside rush, right? If he's twisting to the inside, well then he'll run right by you. But it's a guessing game.
This is some kind of zone defense.
Mills,
And
the man in
are you
motion.
even going to have enough time to get him over there? Wow.
Will get the
Yep.
ball again.
Only just barely, but yeah.
Here's the collision up here.
He's feeling it right now. Either that or he's numb all over. And that's worse.
It's 1st and 10.
That linebacker's going to slip between the guard and the tackle there, I bet.
Jenkins with a
Well,
man in motion.
they're playing a zone. You could always move your left tight end over or move your right tight end into the gap.
Again
Oh, there. See, it backfired because the right tackle lost his man.
Well, I don't think the tight end would have picked that guy up anyways.
Well, they did kind of close the gap up there, right? So that linebacker wasn't coming through. I think
the linebacker got picked up by the tight end there. If we take a look.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But the problem there was your right tackle got beat, right?
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 86, the motion man. And he'll get the call.
There.
Go Parkman.
Who's there to bring him down at the 49-yard line.
Well.
Back to the run.
Yep. Well.
That just goes to show
Well.
that the coach trusts the guy to hang on.
You managed to get 4 yards back after your 1 yard loss, right?
All right around.
Yep.
Well, I think maybe a slant might be appropriate against this defense.
Maybe.
They are playing man coverage, and this is the third time they brought everybody up to the line, right?
Gets rid of it.
Yep, definitely slant is the best way to go.
You know, I took a look at that from a couple of different directions there, trying to figure out if it was going to be the slant pass or curls. And I settled on the slant.
He sees something in the defense.
Oh, there's 4. They're bringing those guys up there now.
Mills comes in motion.
Trying to... Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's not going to work. Should have just settled on what they were giving me. Okay, shift the line one way or the other.
Oh, look at... There's 5. They brought them up to the line again.
Yeah, we're just going to throw curls. We're just going to go with the curls here. I don't like the way that stacked line looks. Because not all stacked lines look the same either, right?
Yeah.
He hits his receiver.
He tried to jam easily there, but easily a little bit tough to jam.
Yeah.
Can't really do that.
Yeah, it's tougher. It's tough to jam bigger, stronger players, right?
That's one of the things that's going on in this league right now. Too many guys going for the big hit instead of wrapping up the ball carrier.
Okay. Wow, what are they doing now? They're shifting all over the place here.
Yep.
Number 88, the man in motion. Hand off to the tailback.
Yeah, they had that pretty much contained.
The line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, I got to try things, you know, different things.
He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Oh, there's how many now? 5? Is that 5 or 6?
Jenkins with a man in motion. Allen.
Yeah, they just had
that
the
time it worked though
safety there.
because
They just had the safety waiting there for me.
yeah.
That's okay. I guess it is what it is.
Well, you're going to end up trying to kick a field goal here pretty quick unless you can make a good gain here.
Well, we'll see. We've got White out there. They're weak at free safety as well. I don't like that line.
Oh yeah, you got the first down.
How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up first down.
Okay, 7. I'm just keeping myself amused by counting how many times they play an 11-man line in this game, right?
Well, we're going to try to run against it anyways, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come out in a different set to try that.
But, you know, when you see a team that plays like that, though, it's no mystery why I can throw for 500 yards a game, right? Because...
Look at this, I came out with 3 tight ends and they came out in a nickel defense. No, I need them to move those linebackers.
Well, or move your tight end into the... Oh, there, they moved him. Whoa! Whoa, you managed to find some room there. Your pulling guard saved that play there.
Yeah. Well, I really just needed them to move those linebackers because you know how the nickel defense is like rigged against the run, right?
Yeah.
I'll run that against the fucking goal line defense, no problem, but I won't run it against the nickel defense.
Well, that time they shifted the line.
Directing traffic.
Yeah, they got his own defense out there. Maybe I can fire it out for Marshall.
Dropping back. Passing right.
I thought I could get it past that guy. He had to Superman dive in order to get it, but...
Yeah.
Ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable.
Well, I saw they brought the safety down toward the flat, which kind of cut off that pass to Marshall, right? Unless you could have stood in there for 2 or 3 seconds and waited for
I
things
might
to
have
clear
thought
out.
about throwing it to Parkman, but maybe not.
No, he was covered. Basically,
I didn't even look at Parkman.
You made the correct read there.
I didn't even look at Parkman. Like, let's be honest, it was Parkman.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. Also he was covered, oddly enough, and he was well covered. Like if you'd have tried to throw it to him, you could have very easily thrown an interception.
It's okay. What's Parkman's tackling rating? See, that's what we gotta do now. We gotta put Parkman through the linebacker drill.
I don't think he could do it. I think he's too slow.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 3-yard line.
Oh, somebody got there before I could hit stick him.
Yeah.
Play of this drive, they were able to pick up a
It's just the angle at which I had to run around the
1st and 10.
the blocking guys there, the blockers. All right, let's see if their rushing attack continues. Oh,
Well, left
Left
guard.
guard.
The left guard twitched.
Down.
Now it's 1st and 15, I guess.
gotta love throwing that flag.
Oh, now they're coming out with 5 wide receivers.
That doesn't seem like an appropriate transition.
Yeah, that's strange, hey? Oh, well.
So now it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Closing in, crosses it right. This pass is incomplete. Found the single coverage.
Yeah, when I see 5 wide receivers, I'm just going to play 5 man under, right?
Yep.
Kansas City doesn't want a long pass over anybody's head here, so they back up the secondary. Williams will work out of the shotgun. He's looking, pump faking, throws it, and he makes the grab. Peterson makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Well, it's 3rd and 3, so we know that's a passing situation.
Yeah, although they did run the last time they were in this.
Yeah, they ran the ball a lot. They had more rushing yards than we did. Oh, and they're doing it again.
Yeah, damn it, I couldn't get there.
That's okay. Our last man back there is a linebacker.
Yeah.
45-yard line. Hand contributed with a nice gain there.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Hand is an absolute nightmare of a running back.
Yeah, he is. He's a good player.
1st and 10 here.
For sure.
Playing back.
The only reason that he didn't break that one for a big touchdown is because of the system, basically.
Yep.
46-yard line.
Because they
The big safety.
They even managed to
Get a lineman down
sneak a
there.
lineman down there to block out the free safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is completely wrong. I have never actually seen that happen in a game, ever. Like, you don't see offensive linemen that far downfield.
Don't you know that Dyson is the #1 sponsor of linemen in the NFL?
Yeah. Dyson vacuums.
I
Yep.
think that's the case of the ball being slick because of all this rain. When the quarterback can find you and get you the ball, you have to make the catch.
Quarterback back in the shotgun. Kansas City going to a prevent defense here as they back up the safeties.
That was a hook out, but he didn't have room
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, he ran out of room on the
He
sideline.
had a receiver wide open. He just didn't see him.
Well, you know what? I don't know. That's a difficult pattern to throw.
Well,
I
but
found, 'cause
you were
I've-
talking about how that could be dangerous in our replay today, and that's a perfect example of how it can be when you don't have the room.
Yeah. Well, it's a difficult pattern to throw even to the wide side of the field. And it's, like actually a kind of a risky pass too, which is why I experimented with that kind of thing a little bit, but I've since abandoned it, right?
Yep.
Because it's just not worth it. I'd rather try and force something into a, there, that's 8, right? I'd rather try and force something in short over the middle or something because those sideline passes that you throw, if you get one of those picked off, that could go back for a touchdown too, right?
Yep, because there'll be nobody out in front of them.
That's right.
So we're going to run a little bit of 3 tight ends here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the coverage and they made the sure.
Because we need to work on our passing game.
Like going for a pitch.
Yellow, 74. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting idea.
We're giving it a try.
Handed off to the back.
Well, it worked. Look at that.
The 30.
Wow, did that ever work?
The 40.
And Marshall, you put a foot out.
Damn it.
And what do you see Marshall come back and pancake that guy?
So we have
Wow.
1st and 10 here.
Yeah. I knew
yeah.
Sarah had him blocked, and
Well, no, see,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that. Because you moved him outside, right?
yep,
So
I did.
he lined up like a wide receiver. So the first thing the corner does is run off the line because he thinks he's covering a pass, right?
Yep.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Ooh.
The back breaking free. The 30 breaks free.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Having a bumblebee in your
The
helmet.
3 tight end system is coming through for us today.
Yeah, I think you'll have to run this play. I think they'll actually give you a delay of game penalty even though the time clock and the play clock are the same, right?
Well, that's okay. We'll move out the other tight end now.
Yeah.
Another run.
Yeah, see, he can block too.
Wow,
Oh,
number
oh,
57 is a speedy guy.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, that was 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was number 57 that dragged me down from
Yeah, the
behind.
middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's a speedy guy to be able to keep up with Kelvin Allen.
Yeah, well, they have a couple of good players on the defense here, but
No, I don't like that alignment. Give me another one. Yeah, okay, we can do this alignment. And I'll move Sarah out there again to deal with the wide receiver. See, this looks like it's a zone defense. We can probably do something like this.
okay.
Yep. This is what we're doing now. This is zone defense, guys.
Oh, he overpowered.
Yeah, that was a terrible,
He wraps him up and now has 4.
terrible situation there.
Come on now. You need to get this first down.
Well, it's 3rd down and 11.
11-yard line to convert for the first down.
They got a dime package out
For
there.
this play. Changing
I'd
the
audible
play.
to a curls here because if they follow the pattern, the dime back there or the nickel guy, they'll both be playing flats, right? So they'll move out. Yeah, okay. You think he'll catch it even if you do throw it to him?
Dropping back. Gets the pass over.
It was worth a try,
Yeah,
okay?
he was wide open too.
It was worth a try. I thought I saw something there, and I gave it a
I
go.
know.
You're playing a defense.
Well, you know what? Like I said, it was the right read, but
Hang on to
you know, Parkman just can't catch. I'm pretty sure he's got more career drops than he has career catches, actually.
Well, you got to try them. You miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah, that's right. And some of the ones that you do.
Through the uprights and good.
God.
The home team are set to kick it deep.
Yeah, it's too bad that wasn't easily. But that's a tendency, though. You might want to file that one away the next time you're in the 3rd down situation like that.
Yeah, well, I just kind of was looking at it, and I'm like, they're in
Because-
the dime flat, and we kind of know how this coverage scheme tends to go, right?
Yeah. If you'd have had a single back formation out there, you would have had easily out there catching.
That's
that,
right, yep. And he would have been totally uncovered.
Yeah.
We're just about down to 1 minute.
Hey, that would have been something, though, if Parkman had caught that.
Yep. Probably would have scored a touchdown.
Going on first down. He surveys the field.
Parkman leading the team in receiving touchdowns. That would be something.
Yeah.
Except we already got a halfback doing that.
Over a minute left. Corners playing back.
There you go, Parkman at halfback. That's what we need.
They line up
Parkman
in
is the
I
primary
formation.
ball carrier.
Sherwood goes in motion. Drops back. Under pressure with the pass. Incomplete. Number 20 got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
He has a knack for making a big play. And that was another one right there.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Kansas City drops its safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long pass.
We'll be a bit deceptive here.
Will work out of the shotgun. Pressure. And
Whoa, that's a fumble.
he loses it.
There's nobody back there, though.
Yeah.
Drop for a huge.
Oh, well.
Jefferson stops the clock there.
Yeah, see, this is my prevent defense. It's basically a 3-2 dime,
Yep.
right? And I use the middle linebacker as a pass rusher, and I'm actually dropping a defensive lineman into the zone here, right?
Well, it worked out, though, because they were trying to throw a post.
Yeah. And I'm just playing 5-man under, right?
Yep.
Let's get back to the
And rushing 3, and like I said, the extra defensive lineman is just playing a short zone in the middle.
The home team couldn't maintain possession of the ball on their last punt return.
That was Ben French that forced that fumble, I think.
Here's the kick
Oh, you might get a return here.
from the 48-yard line.
Oh,
They tried
That
to force a fumble on that one, hey?
Still
Yeah.
got away a
Oh, well.
decent return.
If you can make 15 yards, you got one timeout,
And first and
right?
10 here.
If you can make 15 yards, maybe you can add another 3 here.
what are we looking at here?
Number 88, the man in motion. Passing on first down. Throws it. He finds his man. Irwin records the tackle at the 31-yard line. Changing the play now.
Mo, snap it now.
Goes to the air on first down.
Yeah, because they're totally not ready, right? They're switching players back and forth like that. They're dicks, and they'll do that when you're moving people around, so why not?
Yep.
Slings it out left side.
Oh, he dropped it.
Well, that'll stop the clock anyways.
Yeah, well, you've got time for one more play before you have to call your timeout. Like, I'm pretty sure if this is not an incomplete pass,
Here's a look at
you'll
the
have to
third
call a
down
timeout
success
after this
rate
one.
of each team.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how
But
well your
just
offense is playing.
protect the ball
Means your
and
offense
make
is
sure you
making
get
big
3.
plays when they need them.
Dropping back. He's looking, rolling right, throws it, great pass. And
Ooh,
he's done
now
it.
you might be able to get one more play, because with 8 seconds you managed to get out of bounds,
The
eh?
corner backfires and they give up a first
Yeah, I had to start running around back there
Yeah, I
to buy
know.
myself enough time to get past that guy.
And they have a lot better shot at hitting someone in stride.
Shouldn't be an issue this time. You should be able to get a touchdown out of this, I think.
Knock on, not wood.
Well, they're not covering them, so...
Throwing on first down. Surveying the field. Gets the pass off. Perfect pass.
There we go.
Perfect.
That timeout was well worth the spend, eh?
Yep. Yeah, you didn't even need to use the last timeout. There, so now he's got, what, 6 touchdown catches now?
Yep. Yeah, well, I knew that they were playing a zone defense on the second last play there,
They'll line up for the
but I
extra
figured
point.
there was so much field over there. If they're playing anything other than a hard flat zone, they're not going to stop that route, right?
Yeah.
And they were playing a curl flat, which meant that once he exited that guy's zone, I could throw it underneath.
Well, also, they tend to play those a little soft and back up, too, right?
Yep.
Because you're sending your receiver deep.
Yeah,
behind-
so they tend to
behind that guy.
split the difference between the flat guy and the corner, the guy running the deep corner.
Yeah, that's right. And that's a tendency that you can take advantage of if you understand what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I do it too.
Nope. Will it be inbounds?
Oh yeah, it's inbounds.
Oh, we've got Danny Jones here.
Yeah, on the kickoff covers, but he's too slow because I think that...
Yeah, I was even holding down the sprint button.
So they have 1st and 10 here. And Jones makes the at the 22. The end of
Well, there we go. We're at halftime and looking pretty good.
Yep.
3.
Time for that halftime stretch.
Yeah, it's time for that halftime stretch.
And we're back.
Yes.
Back to the field.
So far, I think it's been a pretty good first half.
To start the second half of
They
the rushing, though.
Well, you're doing all right.
I'll never make 3,000 yards rushing at this rate.
Well, they did play an 11-man line 8 times in the first half.
If they keep playing like
I have to find a way to run against the 11-man line
for this franchise,
consistently. Oh yeah, that does remind me. I should change out some personnel. Brandon. Here we got, nobody else really matters. Oh, I guess Sarah matters. Sarah, you're up.
And we go back to the game.
Okay, what are we up against here?
Looks like 11. Oh, there, that's 9.
Yeah, well, it's because they've got double coverage over here.
Yeah.
Number 35 goes in motion. Looking to run it here. Number 57.
You almost made it.
Yep. Well, somebody just came through the middle of the line there.
Yeah, well, that's their strategy, right? Put 11 guys on the line, and somebody's bound to be unblocked, right?
Okay, let's get rid of that linebacker position.
Green sends a man in motion. They'll go with a run once again. Palmer drags the ball.
Can't get any blocking.
Down behind the line. Let's go to Jill Arrington.
Thanks, guys. The head coach had a long talk with his defense at halftime. He believes they can turn things around and come back for the win, but they have to play as a team. We should see if his speech has the desired effect early on. Back to you, Al.
Thank you. That was Jill Arrington updating from the
Oh,
start.
you're gonna go for the run
Bill
play.
comes in motion, directing traffic.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, because he's
Had
got
to
to
set
plant
his
his feet, right? He's got to plant both feet firmly.
See, that's what I use timeouts for. It's a stupid foot plant. Scripted foot plant.
And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on 3rd down. Calling an audible.
Well, this isn't going to work.
Hand it off.
Or maybe it will.
Open road to the end zone.
No. See, if it had been Calvin Allen there, right?
Yeah.
He'd have been big enough.
The unstoppable force won
Big
now.
enough to force his way ahead for an extra half a yard.
Yeah, all he had to do was fall forward instead of fall backwards.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that guy White there is a little smaller than Calvin Allen.
Ready for the return.
Has just better speed characteristics, but
He's a receiving halfback.
yeah.
This one is shallow and short.
Well, that didn't go very far after it landed.
Well, that's kind of what you'd expect in the rain, though, to be honest. The first punt I did that rolled super far, that was weird in the rain.
Backing off. And Edwards stops him at the 33-yard line. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
About 8 yards. The corners playing off a bit. Only one man in the backfield. With the pass.
Oh, look at that. Just threw it right at him.
He caught it like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Just enough. The defense was there to pick it off.
The defensive coordinator knows their tendencies.
See, you just play patient, and if they want to run the ball a little bit, you let them do it.
He'd get the interception.
Oh, there, that's 10.
Because they've done a real good job on the ground on first down.
Not bad. And that success leads to bigger and better things, usually.
Ah, damn it. Screw that formation. You know what? I have to do too much dicking around in order to get that to work. We're just going to try something else.
Yeah, you're going to use up all your timeouts. 11. Oh, they moved them back now.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing.
Oh.
Can't complete that short pass. Getting second down. The defense lines up in the nickel. Green sends a man in motion. Calling an audible.
This is a man coverage scheme.
Yeah, I wonder what that corner on that side's doing.
Came up to the tailback. Big pop that time.
Boom!
At that time, I just couldn't fit in between that gap.
Tried to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Okay, that's not going to work. Whatever.
Drops back. Surveying the field.
We'll throw it behind him, because he's way overplaying that.
Yep.
He was so overplaying that it wasn't even funny.
Because of his hands. His hands are as good as I've seen throughout the league.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Is he fast enough to run around that guy? Yeah, sort of. That was a free safety in man coverage on him.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
And this is the fifth play of this drive. 5 yards to go.
They just brought out a 4-3 against a 4 wide receiver set.
Yep.
Looks like he's changing the play. Gets rid of it. And he hits his target. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
Well, not a tight end, but
yeah, well, Rhodes got pretty good hands too, though. He'll catch those.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league. He'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch.
Well, now they're bringing only one extra guy up, right?
Changing the play now. Sarah moves in motion. Get the call again. Jefferson pulls in.
Yeah, there was just no gap there.
17. 2-yard gain. About 8 yards. They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20. Green sends a man in motion. Again with the run.
Okay.
just getting a little fancy there.
Yeah.
A big part in their offensive plan now has over 125 yards rushing. We'll have to get to the 10 to convert.
All right, well, it looks like they haven't been covering this all game, and they're still not covering this.
Third down. Green with a man in motion.
That looks like they got man coverage on there now.
Yeah, that won't be enough to outrun him, though.
Looking for an option. Throwing. He hits his receiver.
That's a linebacker.
It's his
Yeah.
second touchdown catch.
That's a mismatch. Wow. He's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year on the strength of all the touchdown passes you throw to him.
That's kind of the point.
They'll line up for the extra point.
Yeah, maybe I want to give Pete Clark some time now.
The point after is good. What a shift in this one. 20.
Prevent Kelvin Allen from getting an injury or something. Pete Clark can't really get any better, but
the home team are lined up.
we can still run with him. I don't think we're in any danger of losing this game.
He got all of that one.
Actually, with the packages, you don't even need to do the depth chart sub. You could just switch them out in various formations using the packages.
I could, but this keeps things, keeps me from having to cycle through packages. Right, because basically the only packages I use are halfback 1, halfback 3, and big. I think the other ones are packages you're more dedicated to yourself.
You want someone there to tell
Nope,
you to
they're
watch
holding
out,
again.
He just got decked.
They'll get him for holding here.
Didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
Kansas City backs its secondary off the line to be in better position to defend the deep pass. Williams starts out of the shotgun. Sherwood goes in motion. Passing on first down. Throwing.
Whoa. Somebody over there dropped an interception.
Yeah, wow, what are you playing now that you're suddenly getting all these interception attempts?
Well, basically, I'm just playing the same defense. But when you get pressure like I did there, and he throws the ball early, when you're
That's what
playing,
creates
when
those
you're playing
opportunities.
off like that,
Rolls right. Pressure coming.
oh,
There's
there's
another
one. That's 2 for him, I think.
Number 20 was ready for that one.
That's just another case of the quarterback trying to do too
All
much.
right, we're going to come out in this because this is a bit better for Clark.
First and goal. Hand off to the tailback.
I can't actually
You
get
can't
past them.
You can't get around them.
Yeah, I can't go left, I can't go right.
Yeah.
Just got stuck.
6 yards to go for a touchdown. Mills moves in motion.
Actually, I need to reverse this first.
Yeah. And then you can't move him now because
I got time.
Again, he'll get the call.
So he got blocked there, but it didn't matter.
yeah, he beat two blockers in order to make that play. Oh well, no worries.
Yeah, let's see if they're covering this yet.
4 more yards.
We have it to the other side, too.
With a touchdown.
Yep, they're covering it this time.
These third downs haven't
Oh
been much of
well,
an
jam it up the middle.
Take the lead. Looks like he's calling an audible.
No, we're going to make them audible into a dime defense. And then maybe throw it to Brandon.
With the throw.
And he can't catch either.
No, he's got the same catching rating as Parkman.
Yeah, that's okay. You got a point blank range field goal here.
I wonder if I can do the double tap from here.
Yeah, you can.
Number 12 is heading onto the field for this field goal attempt.
I do it all the time. As long as you're inside the 5, you're fine. Although that might be a little bit light. I usually at least get it out of the little white outlined area.
You have anxiety now, do you?
And so that
Lots of room.
good. 3 field goals today. Again, rewarding the coach for his faith. The home team are set to kick it deep.
Yeah, look at him kick all those field goals.
Yeah.
Legendary field goal kicker.
Actually, one of them was a decent length one. The first one was like a 45-yarder or something.
Boom,
Right?
kick downfield.
All right, here we come with Thomas down the field again.
Yeah.
From the 3.
The big hitter.
Yep, every time. Every time.
First and 10.
Yeah, with this Jefferson guy here, I think I found something.
Only one man in the backfield. Going to the left.
Look at this. You're actually running down that to the outside.
Yeah.
At the 26-yard line.
There's no need to pass the ball today until this defense shows they can stop the run.
Second and 3.
Actually, I'm
coming up here.
considering that I've only allowed 3 points so far, I'm not overly concerned.
Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Thomas records
well.
the tackle at the 46.
They were bound to slip one in there one time or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throat. This guy really let it go.
Backing off. Hand, the deep man. Tucks it away. Jones pulls him down at the 49. Gain of 5 on the play.
That's the way you tackle. If you're not a real strong tackler, you just cut the guy's feet out from under him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made that illegal now.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems to be Danny Jones's favored method of tackling.
Probably because it's the one way he can do it that works.
Big hit on the ball carrier.
And when you talk about getting unloaded on, that's what happened here. He just got unloaded on.
Peterson brings in his third down. And this is the 5th play of this drive. About a yard to go. Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Tosses it right.
Oh, and there's Edwards doing the job.
Yep.
Big tackle there for Lawson. Great pursuit.
That's the thing, though, right? Is Edwards is a very intelligent player, so he doesn't need to be particularly skilled.
He's got quite a few tackles in this game, too,
Yep.
so far.
Yeah, well, he's a solid tackler, too. Doesn't miss too many. Although I think out of the linebacking core, he's the weakest tackler and the best pair of hands.
Yeah, he seems to be the, of the 3 linebackers, he seems to be the one that gets the interceptions, too, right?
That's an attempted coffin corner.
Yeah, well, it worked. It's an inside the 20 punt.
Okay, can we run the ball? Maybe. I don't like that. Give me something else. Go with this, just in case they're doing something funny.
Sarah, the man in motion. Bart.
Oh, wow, look at the move. Wow.
Yeah, all I did was run right at that guy.
Oh, number 26 is going to catch you, though.
Oh, come on, the fingernail. The fingernail, man.
Yeah. Wow.
It was like his hand clipped my knee.
Yeah.
In any other game, that would have been a...
Well, that one there is a guessing game, right? If you'd have turned just at a slightly different time, then maybe he would have missed you altogether, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you never know. You all you can do is try and hope that you get lucky.
Okay, what do we got here?
Green with a man in motion. Looks like he's changing the play. White.
But it's like I said to you before, though, like these guys can be burned on a long run play, right? Just because of the way they play.
Yep.
First down marker is just
all right.
Because it's a high risk style defense that these guys play, right?
calling an audible.
Yeah, you're not going to shift your line over that way. You're going to keep your line staying right put. Right where it is.
He gets the carry.
Oh.
Dishes out punishment at the top.
That was a linebacker.
Couldn't find any room on that one.
Yeah, well, that guy hits pretty hard in order to take out Clark like that. Well, that's okay. Are they covering this yet?
Within scoring distance. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
Looks like they're going to play a zone defense out there.
Yep, they're actually covering it.
It gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of
Come on,
downs to
Sarah.
work with.
Well, they might rotate that linebacker out.
Looking downfield.
There you go. You had enough time.
Rotated the safety out, actually.
Yeah, they rotated the safety down just like they did the last time, but this time you didn't have as much pressure and you were able to wait.
Yep.
The unstoppable force won that one.
Because he will, you know, like, it's weird the way that safety zone seems to work. He'll rotate down toward that guy, and then he'll backpedal to go and cover the deep guy, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is the deep guy is drawing him deep.
Yeah, but you have to be able to stand in the pocket for a couple of seconds and wait for that to happen, right? Because if you throw it too soon, then he'll pick it off or something.
Come on, Brandon. Oh, come on. Give the rookie his goddamn touchdown.
He falls down and even his, like, basically his hips are over the goal line and they still wouldn't give it to you. Wow. That was a terrible spot.
Calling an audible.
No, that didn't get them to move at all.
Nah, just plow straight ahead. You'll be fine.
Brandon.
Nope.
Dropped in the back.
You got to put Parkman back in there and let him do that.
Any help from his offensive line?
Well, maybe we'll try running wide again. That totally should have been a touchdown.
I usually, in this situation, like I use a similar formation to what you're using, except that I have 2 tight ends instead of 1. And I play them in close to the line on either side. But I'll usually call a wide run, like a toss or something like that. And if they don't show me...
Gets the pass off.
There. If they don't show me a shifted line to one side or the other, then I'll audible to a dive, right?
You know, the only problem is I have a halfback dive on audible instead of a fullback dive, right?
Yeah, whereas my audible is out of that sort of I run my full house formation is a tighter version of what you run, right? Everybody's closer to the line of scrimmage and closer together.
The kick is up.
You know, I kind of designed mine as more of a general purpose offense formation.
Yeah, well, basically that's my version of the goal line offense, right?
Ready to kick this one off.
But that's okay. Brandon totally got his touchdown. Everybody saw it. They just didn't give it to us.
Yeah.
Because of rigged home team efficiency. I thought we were supposed to have home field advantage.
You still don't have a rushing... Or do you have a rushing touchdown now,
I have
finally?
one.
Yeah, you have one. Okay.
Yeah, I have one.
So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Well, I think my patience has been rewarded, right?
Yep.
Hand is the deep
So far.
They'll pass on 1st down.
Wow, did I ever get flattened that time. And that's why you play the deep safety in case the cornerback decides to screw the pooch.
Yo, that was a tight end, too, who caught that. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, totally stupid.
Because they've only got like a 61 speed tight end.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? Like, they shouldn't misplay like that, right?
And Jones takes him down.
Poor Danny Jones.
Well, I don't know. I'll bet you he's happy. He hardly got any playing time with you last season at all. After going to the Pro Bowl 2 seasons in a row.
That's because he can't tackle, and he's not very big.
He can't tackle. He's got like 8 tackles in this game so far.
He's only got a 42 tackling rating.
I know, but it hasn't stopped him.
They line up in the I formation. With the throw, almost picked off. He couldn't come up with...
See, those 2 short zones in the middle are very effective, eh?
Yeah, and that was your defensive end getting his hands on it there again.
Yeah.
It's probably more effective, too, because of who you've got in that position. Wow, we really scored 37 points on these guys?
Yep, we sure have.
Throwing. No completion there. Incomplete that time.
See, there's just no throwing short passes over the middle against this defense.
Yep. Yeah, you'd have to target the numbers on the field if you wanted to throw more towards the middle. Like throwing outside slants and things.
Yeah.
Here's the kick. From the 20.
Gets a good return.
Yeah, we'll just take that one out of bounds.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
All right, Clark.
Your rushing numbers are looking pretty healthy there.
Yeah. I won't be happy till it's like 300.
Number 88, the man in motion.
Well, you almost got an entire quarter of football to play yet.
And give it to the halfback. There he goes. Number 43 makes the stop at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that back is really tearing things up down there.
So they need about 3 here. Looks like he's changing the play. Looks like he's calling an audible. Green with a man in motion. Again with the carry.
I was hoping he would catch that safety that was going to shoot through the line, or that linebacker, or whoever that was, but he didn't catch him.
Yeah, well, their 2 players came through the middle unblocked, right?
Yeah.
But that's what, you know, that's just the way this game is designed. Like, with that many players plus that extra guy right in front of you, I think everybody should have had a block put on them.
Third down, which they've had,
right?
Usually translates into a win.
But it's funny, you know, a lot of these same problems with the offensive.
He tries to play it to the outside again.
Yeah.
And I just throw it to the inside.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, a lot of these problems with the offensive line blocking in the run game, though, I've been watching a lot of Ryan Moody recently.
Yep. And it's all still persistent.
You know what? Those same problems still persist, right? To this day, right? Even with the new college game and with the new Madden game too, you still have offensive linemen who basically stand and do nothing and miss blocks, right?
He gets the carry.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere. Basically, 3 guys came through the middle there.
Yeah.
Another outstanding defensive play.
He made a name for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys.
Well, you know what we could do?
Coordinator would love to have on his team.
On second and long, we could run the ball.
Good intensity.
Yeah,
and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
With a 34-point lead, that's not a terrible idea anyway.
Calling an audible. Looks like he's changing the play.
We're going to try that again, are you?
Well, we'll see.
You think they have a short memory? No, they're backing him up this time.
That's okay. They left Clark uncovered.
Good play on that.
Or not well covered, anyways.
Yeah.
Catches like that regularly. He can expect to see more passes.
Yeah, let's give it to the rookie.
Everyone needs to stay focused
Give it to the rookie.
Hold your blocks, run good routes, and make a good pass. You need to convert this.
To convert on this third down, they have to get it to the 37.
Keep pressing the Ask Madden button by accident today. That's like the 4th time I've done that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get the ball out to Sarah.
Well,
That guy's going to be blitzing.
yeah. Might be tough though, because he could screw up that route.
Dropping
Yeah.
back.
See, you give him a bump.
Yeah, he didn't screw it up. It's fine.
Perfect throw. Green
I'm okay with that.
on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
1st and 10.
Okay, what kind of defense do we got here? Man coverage?
Green with a man in motion.
Nope.
Calling an audible now. Directing traffic.
You're not going to have enough time to get all the way across.
I don't need to. I just need to get him out there. But it doesn't matter. See, he got the block.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because somebody came through the line.
Knifing in there to bring him down.
He brings a lot of things to the table. But the thing I like the most is how prepared he always is. I mean, he can run and he can tackle. He watches so much tape that he actually anticipates what the offense is going to run before they call the play.
They'll get a first down if they can move the ball.
They should have had
the
the saying on the cover of this game, "Fear the offensive miscue." Well, this is something you're digging a little deeper into the playbook for.
Drops back. He surveys the field under pressure, throwing.
I think you threw that a bit late.
Well, I wanted to throw it late, though, because I needed easily to run under the streak. Herman there, I guess, doesn't quite have the speed for that. But I also threw it as a bullet pass, and I probably should have thrown it as a touch pass.
Yeah, nobody on this team has the speed for that.
Well, no, it's just easily faster than the normal, right?
Yeah.
He's the fast tight end.
Because I think Herman's got similar speed to Mills, actually. And they're awfully worried about him because they're double covering them now.
Defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Oh, shit. I went and double-tapped the button.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. That stupid double tap.
Well, you can either try a long field goal or a short punt.
Yeah. I hate that stupid double tap.
Yeah.
He's made some big kicks in his career, but this one, I think, might be a little out of his range.
Oh, yeah, you made that one.
And it's on its way. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what
He's got 4 field goals in this game.
Yeah, and that was a long one.
When you make
Yep.
a kick like this one.
That's probably his career long.
Probably, yep. Because he started with that amazing kick power.
Yeah, where he could kick a 45-yard field goal, maybe. Sometimes.
That's right. Sometimes. On a good day.
Yeah, if it was windy and coming from his back, right?
Yep.
From the 1.
Oh well, a couple more seasons though, and he'll be kicking them into the end zone on the kickoffs.
Last possession ended in a punt. It's 1st and 10. Giving some cushion on the outside. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Tosses it out to the right.
What the hell was that? Holding. That was holding, apparently.
Yeah.
Williams held him up.
The rule on the hold is you can't let your hands go to the outside of the body. If your hands do move outside, then you have to move them back in as soon as you can, or you'll get called for holding.
They'll go from the shotgun. Williams with a man in motion.
Whoop.
Starting early there.
Yeah, that's okay. Look at this.
Cedric Perry's like, don't worry, bro. I got you covered.
Yeah, I got this. Don't worry.
Give your receivers a chance to make a play.
I don't know what happened there, but their blocking just completely broke down there.
Puts it secondary in better position to stop.
They got confused by you almost jumping offside.
Yeah. Well, look at that. He almost got another one working all by himself over there, eh?
Yeah, I think the quarterback threw that one away to try to avoid giving up a sack there.
Yeah, probably. Oop.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Number 41, the lone setback, throws it.
Nice play.
Brought a blitz that time. You see this?
He really had good position
Yep.
on the receiver without interfering.
Yeah, you have all the guys around that blocking back.
I completely overwhelmed that side of the line, right?
Yeah, you know, Hand might be an okay ball carrier, but he's a terrible blocker.
It wouldn't have mattered because, it looked like he was going to try and pick up Perry there, and Edwards was the guy who got the hit on him. Right?
Yep.
I just figured I'd do that just because I hadn't done it yet. And it's relatively low risk because it's still 3 deep zoned, right? With the three safeties playing back really deep.
Yep.
It's just a little bit thin in the short short pass defense, right? But the way I looked at it was that if they wanted to throw a short pass and pick up 12 yards on that play before the deep guys come up and make the tackle, I'm okay with that.
Green 25.
Brandon. Number 43 with the stop at the 39.
Speedy. Oh, we hurt someone.
Okay,
Yeah, that's that free safety
Yeah.
that's been chasing you around all over the field here.
Get the ball inside the 34-yard line to convert for a first
Oh, the rushing. So bad.
down. He sees something in the defense.
Yeah, can we get some maneuvering up here?
Oh, here comes a little bit of safety help.
Might be okay.
Hand it off to the fullback.
That was a little
Number
awkward.
57 is
Yeah.
the guy who's there to bring him down.
Still got positive yards there.
Yeah, you managed to turn it inside and
You know, I had to wait for that guy to actually get past me.
well, you're running by committee here or what?
Yep, we're running by committee now.
Does not appear to be anything serious. His return is probable.
All right, Jill, thank you for the update. He tucks it away.
Wow, he's fast for a fullback, that's for sure.
Records the stop at the
Yeah, he's got like 94 speed.
Brandon covered some good ground there.
It's just he doesn't have any agility or acceleration, right?
Allowed him to
Yeah.
get a good run for a first down.
But we'll just keep up with this fullback rushing attack now.
Yeah, the fullback assault, eh?
Number 47.
Oh, you ran into your own guy there.
Oh, he turned back on me.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, I think you would have been able to run away from that guy if you hadn't run into your own blocker there.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you know,
what is that now? 13? 13 times that they've done this?
oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 13. I've been keeping track.
Screen sends a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Drops behind the line for a loss of a couple. Sixth play of this drive. They're in field goal range.
Are we in field goal range?
So far,
Yes, you are. You already kicked a
offense,
longer
we'll see
one
if that
than this
continues
today.
here.
Yeah, they actually moved a cornerback out there to cover White now.
Yeah. Oh well, Mills has got single coverage. So does Sarah.
He's looking with the pass right to him.
Ah, we got fingernailed.
White won't find a way to get past the marker.
That's okay. We're so far ahead now, it really doesn't matter.
Well, I guess Green's got to get his work too.
38-yard field goal attempt.
Well, you've been on with the kicking game today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
No doubt about that.
I guess just lucky, I guess. We'll just call it luck.
Okay. Well, whatever. It's still been effective.
Booming kick downfield.
You love doing that.
I do. I love it.
Comes back out onto the field.
He loves it too. Look at them celebrate.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
But also too, I think it stops them from getting like an extra couple of yards on that tackle too, because the guy doesn't fall forward.
Yeah. I don't think that's why you do it, though. I think you do it because it's fun.
Yeah, I just like hitting people. I just like hitting people.
Keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
It ain't a real sport if there's no concussion risk, damn it.
Dropping back, pressure coming, throws it. The pass falls incomplete.
I think that was actually batted down somehow.
Just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good.
Thought I saw a red glove in there.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Closing in with the throw. Jones is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 26.
Oh, they gave him a first down for that.
Did they? Huh.
You can't challenge it either because inside 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Going to the air on 1st down. Just can't find a way to bring that one in. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Number 20 takes him down.
I think number 20 is getting a little tired there.
Yeah, probably.
Under pressure with the throw.
Wow, you actually got somebody through the middle of the line there.
Yep.
Thomas makes the tackle at the 41. He sees something in the defense. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Drops back. Surveying the field.
There's another one. That's 3 for him in this game.
Wow,
That's going to be a touchdown.
Yep.
The defense.
Well, you know what? You contributed a whole shitload of these points this game.
Gooden is just having the game of his life here. Wow.
Yeah, if only he played this good all the time.
Yeah, really.
Number 12.
That's the one soft spot, actually, on this defense, I think, is that the secondary isn't that great. The line is pretty good. The linebackers are excellent.
Well, it's because
and the DBs are actually, as a group, slightly below average. Right?
Yeah, well, they're below average as coverage guys because we draft them for their ability to hit and not for their ability to cover passes. As it turns out, safeties make worse cornerbacks than cornerbacks.
Yeah.
If you're expecting them to play like cornerbacks.
Oh, I went and covered the... Oh yeah, I'm playing here.
Yeah, you're playing still.
I got confused.
So if you expect them to like make like the big plays and the interceptions and swat the ball down and things like that, then they're not going to do as well as a dedicated cornerback. But if you expect them to hit people,
yeah, they do that well.
Dropping back, gets the pass off.
like that's what every single defensive play on my defense should look like.
I think he was trying to do something with it.
Somebody delivers a pass and there's no play made on the ball. You just run over that guy. He can't hold on to it if he's flattened on the ground.
Yeah. You deflect the receiver.
That's right.
To prevent the completion.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't play the ball. You don't deflect the ball. You deflect the receiver.
Yep. Play the man, damn it.
Big pop that time.
You want someone there to tell you to watch out because he just got decked.
The corners playing back. Drops back. Rolling right. Rolling. Perfect pass.
Danny Jones getting tired out there now.
Yep.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on.
Well, if you need a timeout, we still got one left.
Oh, I'm not too worried about it.
Pass play here on first down. Gets the pass off.
Wow, you almost slipped through that line untouched there because of the way they snapped that early.
Yep, they did. They snapped that very, very early. Let's do this.
And
Let's do this
is the big
again.
Play of this drive. Press coverage on the outside. Sherwood, the motion man. Pressure coming.
That time I got him.
The corners move up to play this one.
Well, I guess I'm running this play again now.
Short throw. No completion.
Trying the screen there.
Short pass
Yeah.
off the mark, and it's now fourth down.
Oh, I guess they're going to kick it away.
Well, especially if you line up in a punt block here.
He's gotten a workout today. He's now coming to punt 8 times. Here's the kick. Fair catch.
See, on the first drive of the game, when they're running the ball and they're moving the ball down the field, it looks bad for us, right? But they can't keep it up for a whole game.
It's first and 10.
Well, maybe we'll hand the ball to Brandon here to finish the game out.
Yeah, this should be the last play.
Brandon.
Bumped into your own guy again.
I know, he keeps turning upfield too early, damn it. I think that's an awareness thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least we've got positive yards there.
Yeah.
The gun signals the end of
Well.
the game. The final score is Kansas City.
You know, you can easily subtract 21 points from that because you earned us 21 points in that game.
John Madden, Jill Arrington, this is Al Michaels.
Yeah, I think that I've found something. Right?
Yep.
The playmaker football, folks. If you ever manage to find that one in a flea market or something like that somewhere, pick it up. It's worth it.
Yep.
In fact, I don't know about now, but I can remember about 10 years or so ago, I think a whole bunch of people were actually actively still playing a league online
Oh, really?
of Playmaker football, although it was a newer version than the one I've got, because the one I've got, I bought it in like 1988 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think the guy who developed the game, it was one guy.
Yep.
And I think he still, at the time at least, was still working on updating the game once in a while. So I guess I did pretty good. I held them to around 100 yards each.
Well, we didn't even
passing.
get 250 yards rushing.
Almost, though. Yeah, I don't think you're going to make 3,000 yards with one player this season.
That might just be too ambitious of a goal.
Yeah. But anyway, we also got 3 interceptions in this game, too.
And we didn't throw one.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Green threw 2 touchdown passes. Look at that. Your completion percentages, both of you were 9 of 13. The difference was that Green threw 2 touchdown passes and Jenkins threw 1.
See, they're just
Look at that,
giving it.
even the long pass is 15 yards. They're like identical performers.
Look at Jenkins's average per pass too. There, we're really telling them what we think of their defense.
Yeah. Well, that was almost identical too. Statistically, these guys were almost identical, right? So Calvin Allen still managed to have a pretty good day. And Pete Clark got a few yards. Even Derek White got a few yards on the ground today. But he also caught 2 more touchdown passes. So, wow. You're spreading the ball around a little bit more than you used to anyway, even though you don't pass as much. I can remember in the old Lifers days there, you had like 2 receivers that had, 135 catches each or something, and no one else caught any.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it was John Mike Houston and Hudson there.
Yeah, Lewis Hudson. So anyway, we had a pretty decent day on offense. And then Danny Jones with 9 tackles. See, Danny Jones can tackle.
Well, maybe he'll get a couple of points, because you can rarely see a cornerback get a couple of points, so maybe he'll get a couple of points.
In tackling? I don't know. See, and Edwards got 6 tackles as well. So he was busy as well. And Anthony Thomas dishing it out on the kickoff coverage team. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's only 195 pounds, too.
Yeah. Well, Danny Jones is only 181.
Ugh, what is it with all these undersized corners?
Yeah.
You gotta be 230 pounds or more to play corner for me.
Well, the thing is, though, Danny Jones, I think there's one other player on the defense that has as good a catching rating as he does.
Yep.
I have no idea how Gooden, maybe it was Gooden that has the good catching rating as well. I can't remember now. One other player, one of the cornerbacks on the defense has as good a catching rating as Danny Jones, who is a ex-wide receiver, by the way. Only got 2 sacks in that game, though. But then again, though, they were running the ball quite a bit, so it's kind of hard to sack their quarterback when they're running all the time. Not only that, they were throwing that ball at him a lot because he got 5 knockdowns too.
Yep.
So, wow.
Well, I think a lot of those were dropped interceptions too.
Yeah, and Ben French got that forced fumble. So, and Gooden got a touchdown. Gooden's going to be the player of the game today, I think.
Very likely.
Yeah, there you go. You were 5 for 5 on field goals.
Somehow, with a 49-yarder.
Yeah. And your net average punting was 53 yards with a long one of 77.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And Dion Williams had a quarterback rating of 12.2, but throwing 3 interceptions will do that, I think. And he also only completed 37% of his passes.
Yeah, for such a high-power quarterback, he did terrible there.
Yeah. But see, the longest pass he completed was 23 yards, and that would have been one of those deep slants.
Yep.
Right? Which are so hard to stop. And they pretty much gave up on the run in the second half altogether, just about. But until they did, they were actually doing okay, right?
Yep. Your hand there is just a nightmare.
Yeah, he broke 4 tackles too. But again, though, the longest play they had from scrimmage on the ground was 17 yards. And the longest play they had from scrimmage through the air was 23, right? You take away the big play, and they're done. They can't do anything.
Yep.
And that's reflected in the score, too. You know, like if you don't allow them to score an instant quick strike touchdown of some kind, yeah, there's that middle linebacker, right? 12 tackles, he was all over the place.
Yeah, he's fast. He's the guy who kept running me. He's only 216 pounds. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's Earl Lewis there.
Yeah, no, Forbes is 240.
Yeah, but he was fast, though. I couldn't believe how fast he was.
Yeah, I didn't look at his stats, but yeah, he obviously had enough range to not have any trouble at all catching up to you. But anyway,
Another one in the bag.
and Marco Gooden is in fact the player of the game. He might even be the defensive player of the week with that performance.
Yep, very unsurprising there.
Yeah. Anyway, boy, we gave these guys a shellacking.
Yep.
So that's back-to-back weeks now where we've won big.
Indeed.
So anyway, we seem to be off to a good start and just rolling along.
Yeah, the rushing's coming a little slow.
Well, yeah, but you know what? You still are maintaining a good ball control offense, and I've noticed that a lot of teams, I mean, these guys particularly weren't very good, but a lot of teams are beefing up their defenses, or they're playing a lot of 10 and 11 man line. Right?
Yep.
I would say that today our opponent played either a 10 or 11 man line at least 24 times.
Well, I guess I still got almost 250 yards against
which is about half of the plays that you ran.
Yeah.
Right? 50% of the time they had at least 10 guys on the line.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, I guess until next time.
I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.